Hey everybody, welcome back to Stranded. Hope you're having a great day today. Colony's doing okay. Morale is kind of hard to keep in check. People are not doing too well in terms of their happiness. I think a lot of it has to do with them just kind of being cooped up in here. And I haven't been able to get the power hooked up for the lights yet, so I'm also kind of working on that slowly but surely. In fact, we'll get Jack to go ahead and keep constructing things if you could, please, sir. We got Lara over at the Heptagonia harvesting this so that we have an alternative food source, because Rita is hopefully going on an expedition today if I can get enough fuel for it. And it looks like to me Simon's just standing there doing nothing, so let's see if I can't get him to craft some more fuel. And if we can get some more fuel, we actually have a signal rocket that's popped up on the map, and I'd like to go get that because it could be a survivor, right? They sent up a big flare kind of thing, a signal rocket, in hopes that somebody would see them. And so we want to go over there and see if we can't rescue survivors in that way, right? So we're gonna send Rita on that expedition. Hopefully she discovers something cool by doing so. Like, we've harvested a lot of stuff here. There's so much of this stuff that was ready to harvest too. So it looks like she's now transporting a bunch of it. And Simon's at a risk of a meltdown. What's going on with you? Insufficient food variety, few fun things to do, etc. Okay, so few fun things to do. I've got a dartboard here, and I've got the shooting targets over here, but sometimes people don't want that. Sometimes they want something better than that. There is a punching pole that we could build, and I think I'll place that in here underneath this. And then our new guest, Han, he really wants an armchair. He likes to rest in an armchair. So we're going to go with a cloth armchair. And I think there's not very many places I could put this. But if I was to place it, it could go here. I think is a good spot for now. Because it doesn't get in the way of anything. The research desk, you stand on this side. And so if we can get this built, that would be great. And I'm going to get Talus to do that. Yeah, I'm going to get Talus to do that right now. By getting that, though, Han is going to be able to relax a little bit more. In fact, I don't think I got his schedule yet. I did not. So why don't we get him to have the same schedule as Simon has? But since he's got that whole thing where he needs to relax extra time, we're going to give him 1 hour on each side, extra time to relax. And maybe this will make things better. I don't know. We'll find out. Jack's doing the power poles, trying to work itself around, and hopefully this means that this light gets powered. I'd like to click the light if I could. Right there. And is it connected? I think so. We don't need a control circuit, so I think it's connected. I'm just not sure if it's... Well, maybe it isn't connected. This pole has got to be close enough to that, though. We also have the power connected to this workbench area, but I'm wondering if there's a better bench for this now. We do have the electric cooking stove, and we probably should start using that too, so we don't have to manage the wood anymore. That, I think, requires the pole to be closer, and I'd like to not test that until we're absolutely ready to go with it. Speaking of which, ready to go, we got fuel now, so let's go and explore the signal rocket with Rita. Off you go, Rita, to... hopefully rescue somebody. Hopefully. Up and away. Okay, so we're still getting construction on the wall here. He hasn't completed this roof tile. I've got these ones disallowed so that when I click, please do the roof, and it's missing resources. When I say, please do the roof, he would do so. And he's been basically doing everything except that roof. I don't know if he's having a hard time reaching it or what, but I guess he just prefers this wall over roofs. Maybe he doesn't want to do roofs anymore. Construction level 6, though, is pretty nice. Han is going to handle the furnaces. That's good. We need somebody to do that just to make sure we can constantly get... Why in the world would you do that? Why would he choose to go from here all the way through here to get to the furnaces? That's a really strange path. It's not that far. You could have just did this. Discovery. Juno. A new discovery. A long-legged horned insect is a highly aggressive species, which I named Juno. The fighting behavior that we observed combined with my post-mortem impressions, suggests that it is an alpha hunter who uses its short front limbs to slash and tear at its prey. It's exclusively carnivorous, a fast runner, and very resilient. Surely a threat to be taken seriously. Now we know about it. Okay. At least now we know about it. What I don't see is a new survivor showing up. So I'd love somebody else that could craft things. I really want to redo this room so that it's not holding a bunch of beds. I'm actually curious if it would be okay for me to just place beds strategically along this particular spot here, because it is technically under a roof. Yeah, this is under a roof and this is not. So I think this is ultimately where I want to put the beds. I'm going to move this bed to be underneath this roof segment, as much as I don't want to do it. I'm going to do it. So this is under a roof, so we'll put this here. Then we'll move this bed as well, and we'll place this to be here. And then this one here, we'll move it over to be under the roof here. And this is just going to separate people as much as we can. Han, let's go ahead and have you do that. I know that you want to take a walk and stuff, but if this can if this can change the conditions a little bit in our efforts to make this not so cluttered and crowded, then maybe I can have less disturbed sleep. I don't know that, but maybe I can. We also have a bunch of sweet syrup now, thanks to Laura on the farming over there, so that's good. I would like to also have you move this bed, please. There we go. And then when that bed is moved, I can now move this one over, and I think I can place it up against the wall. That way, anything that's happening over here is less likely to disturb you. So why don't we just move this to be like that? We'll shift this over to be like that. For now, this bed just stays where it is. I just want people to be farther away from this. Expedition complete. Signal rocket. I'm too late. A mangled body lies twisted on the ground not far from a crash site. It looks like they got attacked by something. Probably one of those Junos. I won't be able to scavenge everything in one go, but I'll mark the spot. It will be possible to return later. All right, let's bury the poor soul, and we'll do some scavenging really quick. If the creature's already got its fill, then I don't see why it would attack again. But unless you're like landed on a nest that I didn't know. Let's cross our fingers and hope that isn't the case for Rita's sake. You know what? Han has cooking skills. He's a 4. He's indifferent on it, but he's got cooking skills. So I want Han to make food as well. And I'm going to have you make some more meat soup. We're probably going to have some of our meat go bad in a little bit. So we're going to get Han on cooking just to make sure we keep food up. We don't have a whole lot of food here. And getting some grain porridge might be a good thing to get to real quick. So I'll have you do some grain porridge now while you're up. Yeah, your rest is okay. I think we can have you make one more and then we'll have you go to bed. Yeah, I think so. So it looks like these guys didn't really have disturbed sleep, I don't think. Let's just real quick and check that. Yeah, no disturbed sleep last night. We do have Cave Dweller, so, you know, we do need... a carpet, some wooden parquet, or any other floor covering will make this room a lot more beautiful. Oh, it's floor coverings. I thought the Cave Dweller thing had to do with lack of light, but that's not the case. Fantastic. This light is on. Good. We can now destroy these. We do not need these wall torches anymore. I think I can just go ahead and deconstruct that one, deconstruct that one, and over here by the door we can deconstruct that one just to see what the lighting is actually like over here. With just the 2 overhead lights, it may not be enough light. I may need to look at like how much light is really needed here. Room properties seems okay. I do say that it's a little bit chilly in here, so we may want to look at repurposing some of our power to, and it does look like it says we're supplying, man, are we actually using that much power? No way. No way are we using that much power. 40 power? No. The only things that are powered at the moment are these lights, and they only take 1 apiece. So I would think also, did we get it done yet? No. Energy storage still needs to be done. That's kind of Talus's thing, if he can get away with it and do it. And actually, I think Laura, what I should do with you real quick here is let's have you cut the blade grass. We need more hay so that we can handle this stuff over here. All right. Rita just came back. I don't know what she scavenged. I asked her to scavenge things. It doesn't look like she scavenged anything, but she did bury the poor soul. I suppose there is that. And now Rita can cook as well. So there's 2 people cooking now. I think that'll make things a lot better. Jack, let's go ahead and have you deconstruct that. You already did. He's already on the case, man. Jack is Jack, man. He's super dependable. He's just a great guy, okay? He's just a real helpful dude. Now it says he's constructing a roof. There's 15 more bricks. I'm really hoping this roof is getting done, because I'm just gonna make stone rooms in here. All right, we delivered 15 of the bricks, so it needs 42 total to do that. I would really like to start working on the bedrooms and stuff very soon here. I think this amount of separation is fine for now, though. We are still getting cave dweller in here. Disease, common cold, great. I've been feeling a bit sick lately. Probably just a cold, nothing to be done about it, but I hope that it won't escalate into something nasty. Try not to sneeze on the other people's faces. Okay, good. So Rita has the common cold. Okay, it's infectious. It can spread between survivors. No matter how much humanity is advanced, there's still no cure for the common cold. I think, since she's the one prepping food, may not be the best for her to prep food. She doesn't seem to have a bed up here. It seems like she is... Well, it looks like this is going to be her bed. Yeah, this is Rita's bed. So as soon as she's done cooking that specific meal, we'll go ahead and do that, and then she can just go to bed. And then maybe that'll keep her away from people enough. I don't know. Han is unarmed, has a little bit of combat skill. We may want to get crafting weapons back on the menu here. At least a spear. And we can get you a short bow as well without using the synthetics. Yeah, all right. So, and then Han has absolutely no crafting skill. So it's all about Simon making these things. I suppose Talus could also do it too. Yeah, Talus could be making things like sewing another t-shirt, for example. We do now have power storage, like battery. And so I wanted the battery to go right here. And so that's where we're going to place this, right there. And that's going to be something that Jack can go ahead and build. That's his main thing, so he's just going to do it. Now, this is going to consume 5 of our electronics, and I believe this also took 1 to build. So if we need any additional power, we should probably use that now before we're out of electronics entirely. So I think what we're going to do is make a second one, and we'll just place this, I guess, right next to it. You would never want to do it that close, but I'm going to do it anyway for now. And that's going to give us double the power production so that as we build more things, it will easily handle the power that we're pushing out. So now we can have battery power. That's really great. Now we can also use one of these low battery sensors. And this activates when the power stored in the grid is below a given threshold. This is going to use our CPU core, though, and I don't want to use that. We only have one of them. I would prefer to use that on the advanced research desk once we get that up and running. So I'm not going to use one of those sensors. But that's something like if you want to trigger an action to happen on a certain circuit in a condition where the battery is too low. So let's say, for example, I want to make sure that all of my production buildings are up, but defenses, maybe I want to not have the defenses on if the battery is getting low. I could set it to a certain circuit, and then there's sort of like an if-then statement where if the low battery, then turn off certain things. So I have only essential things on when the battery is low to preserve power in those specific things. That is an option. I don't need that at the moment because I've got constant wind power. Fantastic. But yeah, that's something we could look at later. In the meantime, though, we're just going to have a huge charge here. And there may not be a need for this, to be honest. The battery. It's possible that there is not a need for a battery right now. But I feel like if you're going to use renewable energy, maybe there's some sort of event where these go out. Maybe lightning strikes them, which is another thing to look at here. They are protected by that. Never mind. But that's just something I'm looking at. Okay, so we're going to have a battery there just for now. If we don't need it later, then we don't need it later. We do have a couple of other people with the common cold. I have antibiotics, so if it turns out to be something that can help with, then fantastic. She wants to go do fun things. I'm going to have her not do fun things and instead do other things. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. They're right here in front of us. Okay, aggressive animals. 36 of them. There are plenty of big ones. We have a lot of explosive ones. And I'm thinking if I shoot the explosive ones when they're near their friends, that would be a really good thing. Jack, I know you're sleeping, but now you're drafted. We're going to get Rita, I think, to come out there and be with him. And in fact, probably everybody should come out with him. We have absolutely no defense to this. And while they're bunched up together, this is the perfect time to start shooting. So I think instead, we're just going to go ahead and draft everybody right now and get them all out here. And then what I want now is, now that everybody's out there, Jack, we're going to move you a little bit closer. And what I want you to do is focus your fire on the explosive ones. So right about there. Ah, good. So we shoot this. It blows up its friends. Fantastic. That's what we wanted. All right. We have 4 animals that are coming into attack now. I want to shoot the explosive one, please. All right. Back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Rita, you're up, girl. Right? Nope. Maybe not. Maybe they'll go away. He's stopping. Shoot it again. Oh, we're getting surrounded. Don't shoot it again. Wait. Maybe they'll retreat. Wait. Okay, they're walking away. They seem to be attacking the wall. Fine with me. Jack, take the shot. Okay, they're attacking that wall. Take that shot there. You guys, move up in front of Jack. Here we go. This is bad. Hang on. Shoot this quickly. Okay, good. You shot it. It was just away from you enough. Good. We have one more explosive one. Jack, I want you focused on that. Yeah. Rita. Back up. No, we're not getting that shot off in time. This explosive one is going to be a tough one to deal with. I did split it up, by the way. Attacking like this is okay because we're splitting the pod. These guys aren't attacking yet. These guys are distracted. So we're kind of doing less at a time, right? We're trying to fight less of them at once. But I really don't want the explosive ones near me. That's what I was trying to avoid. So tell you what, why don't we have you 3 back up, or you 2. You can back up too. Yep, all of you guys back up. Han, you have no weapons at all, which is a real big problem. I'm going to back you up too. Jack is going to back up now. And Rita, I want you... Here, that's Laura. I want Rita to come this way. And then I want Rita to shoot this one. And Jack, you're going to shoot this one. And Talus, you're going to run that way. Okay, now the reason I had Talus run towards it is because it was already aggroed to Talus. So I knew he was going to get hit anyway, but I wanted him to be away from the rest. So now we're going to bring Talus back. And we should be able to bunch together here and defend each other's backs pretty quickly. So let's just make sure we're not getting completely overloaded. There we go. Okay, good. Doing as best as we can. Okay, so we got rid of half of them. That's pretty good. We have Jack still. He can fire on that one. Good. That takes care of a couple of them. Now we can fire on this one. Shoot that one right there. Good. All right. Good. We should be able to handle these 2 pretty easily. Is anybody wounded? Talus is probably hit because of that explosion. Let me just see really quick. He's got a leg problem. Just a superficial bite. And there's a whole blast wound thing from... the blast wave on that thing. That's a temporary shock, though. It should go away. And he's got one of those little guns that slow the enemy down, so that's pretty good, too. Is he bleeding? No. No blood, just a little bit of wound. Okay. It looks like our carnivore friend here is on his way over there to hunt them. Yep, he is. Yep, they're going to go hunt the bugs. Okay, this is fantastic. So this is exactly what we wanted. Jack, do not shoot... Do not shoot the predator. Okay, excellent. We want those guys to attack the bugs because this will do damage to them. And this is exactly what we're hoping for. They actually might kill the bug, but if we get one of the explosive ones in there we go. Okay, Jack, let's move forward. And we're going to take a shot at the explosive one, right? This one, right there. Shoot that one. Got a hit. Excellent. All right, let's pull back. I just wanted to do a little bit of damage to it. If the critters here could do the rest of the damage, that'd be great. Here we go. Yep. Oh, go hunt it. Yep, there you go. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's bleeding. It's gonna die. All right, excellent. Everybody else, let's move. Everybody move forward. Go. Jack's gonna take shots where he can. Just shoot at basically anything, but really focus the bugs. This one. Right there. Got it. Very good shot. Right there, surrounded by all of its friends. Perfect. All right, I think we pretty much handled that. We have one more bug to shoot, and that's this one right here. We really want to make sure the explosive one dies. Jack, you're getting way too close. Why are you... Shoot it. What in the world are you doing? What in the world are you doing? I want you to shoot this. Thank you. Beautiful. All right, now we just shoot kind of whatever comes at us. So I think we're good here. Let's pull back. Let's let everybody take care of their needs. We'll undraft pretty much everybody here. They can all go back to sleep. I don't think it's going to be a super big deal anymore. Any bugs that are still left alive would be going after these guys, and these guys can now just hunt. And that's fine with me. This guy's bleeding out, so he'll be dinner for us later. And this one here is going to be dinner for us too. So that takes care of the threat, and we really didn't have a whole lot for wounds. By splitting up that pack, by focusing fire on the explosive ones, that worked really well for me. We're going to get some insect meat, and then eventually this thing's going to fall, and we'll get some of that meat too. So we'll just mark pretty much all this stuff for butchering. And then as soon as this guy falls, yep, we'll make sure that he is marked for butcher as well. And this one's gonna die too. So these structures over here are they still serve a little bit of a purpose. They do get distracted by it, and I'm kind of like leaving it there. I'm not gonna fix it, but I'm leaving it there for now. We're gonna want, now that we have this building up and we have some kind of stability, we're gonna want to start maybe collecting a lot more stone. And I think I'm gonna end up using these two walls a little bit as part of a bigger walled-in structure, kind of maybe out this way, and then all along this up to here. This will be outside the wall, and I think that's okay. Although I could bring it all the way over to the wall. I guess it's not that much more stone. We just need a lot of stone to create an actual fence, an actual gated-in, fenced-in area where we can now kind of lure in the creatures into a central choke point, and we can start firing on them for other things. There wasn't really a whole lot of point to that yet. That's kind of what this was, but with that many of them, it just never would have worked anyway. But if we can get power infrastructure up, like I do now with the wind turbines, if we can get power up, that changes things a little bit, and I wanna do that. So I don't know if we can cook faster on an electric stove. I'd like to believe that we can, but I don't know that we can. I'm also gonna look at maybe getting a shelf put in right here instead of this chest. I should move the chest in front of the window, for example. If I can get a storage shelf for our kitchen, maybe to be placed right here, we could I was gonna say we could store food items right there, but nah, a little hard to do. Han just doing a whole lot of transporting stuff. That's good. Can you real quick, instead of doing that, can you get the vegetable oil going? I want to make more fuel. Now pretty much everybody has the common cold at this point. Antibiotics is a must-to-have. Mild diseases go away in time, but they could progress into more serious conditions. All right, so these sicknesses do not require treatment. So unless they develop a better, a more aggressive disease, they won't require the antibiotics. We do have antibiotics in storage, though, I think. Not sure where to see that. Right here, probably. Yeah, we have 9 doses of antibiotics in storage. We could make more by just saying we want to ferment more. Let's say we'll do it until we have... let's keep 10. Let's keep 10 in all times. In fact, I would like to know where the antibiotics is actually stored. Is it right here? No, where are you storing this? And should we store it somewhere else? Right here. I want to know the shelf life. Indefinite as long as it's under a roof. Okay, good. So we can afford to have even more of them. And I think because of that, I'm going to go in and just say I want like 20 in stock. We should have a lot more in stock whenever we can. All right, we just researched the advanced research desk. And I believe this requires, yep, 20 power. It's also going to consume... Oh, it's 3 electronics on this thing. I thought it was 1. That's a problem. I only have 1. Probably shouldn't have built the battery. I still think the battery is a good thing because we might have a power deficit. And then we research, and then I would, put that battery, low battery display in, and that would kick off the research desk, and then it wouldn't consume power anymore while it fills up. I don't know. If then statement kinds of things. I can also shut it off whenever I want to afterwards. So there is that. Let's see. Han's cooking too. I'm just wondering if there's anything I can do to speed this up. We certainly need more brick. Laura's bringing in more cloth. I think maybe we should focus on tailoring. Maybe we can have Simon focus on that. He's getting stuff for a bow at the moment. I'd rather him just do the shirt. Yeah. Can you just make another shirt? I mean, people with like tattered clothing and stuff, old equipment. I want to get that taken care of as best as I can. Unless, of course, Simon is upset. Actually, did we ever get you healed? Anybody else ever get healed? Nobody's wounded, right? I mean, they should have had wait for treatment, and they did, apparently, so that works. Okay. Discuss the abundance of food with Simon. We do have a lot of food. We have five servings of each. Oh, we lost 200 and... Yeah, I mean, we have so many crops. I think I'm building my farms too big. Unless Lara is on 100% of the time doing nothing but that, which she should be, because she has this as 1 and 1. So I think that's going to be her gig. Like, she just does nothing but harvesting and planting all day. But it would be very nice to have someone else doing this, and that's Rita. But in order for Rita to do that, we need Han to be cooking. So it's kind of a weird thing. I was really hoping for another survivor, maybe one that has a green thumb that we could use for this type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I think we've got enough cloth anyway. We got over 1,000 of it in stock. We don't really need to harvest the rest of this anyway. This is free. It doesn't cost me anything to plant, thankfully. So if we don't use it enough, if we don't use it fast enough, we don't use it fast enough. But at least it's available in like abundance. I think that's probably fine. Okay, a new event just popped up. It says the site of a recent crash started emitting an automated long-range distress signal. It may be coming from an emergency lifeboat or from one of the ship's black boxes. So let's go ahead and get okay on this. And we don't have enough fuel yet to go on the expedition, but it looks like it's going to expire in 3 days. And then we've also marked this location to get even more stuff here. Looks like we're going to be able to visit this 5 more times. Sending a survivor with a high physical skill will improve scavenging results. So we definitely want to send somebody with a high physical skill. I don't know if is that indefinite? Is that going to be there the whole time? There's no expiration date. So it looks like it takes 7 hours. Okay, that's what it was. I saw 7 hours. And I was like, is that expiring now? Is that why I can't see the little dash marks? So we'd want to send somebody with a lot of physical skill. So somebody like Jack, for example, could go. I believe there is... let's just real quick and see. For scavenging, there's actually... Laura has 5 physical now, too. So Laura could even go and do this. But I think she's pretty much focused on this. Like, she's got to be focused on all of her crops. So what I got to do now, the most urgent thing for me right now is getting this done. The roof and everything done. So that I can... make this place warm too. So I want to get the bricks. Simon's going to do this. I'd like you to first go in and bake bricks. I'm not seeing people handle very much. They're not handling very often, I mean. And I would really like to get that happening more often, if I possibly could. Like we're just transporting the bricks somewhere else. Yeah, to the walls, the interior walls here, which it needs to happen anyway, but... oh, we have pneumonia. Hang on. So I suspect, and I overlooked this because the roof is hidden and everything. So I kind of overlooked this as I was going. I'm trying to pay attention to a lot of things here. These 3 beds are outside. They're not indoors. So I want to move the fire. and get that to be... Oh, I can't put the fire outdoors. Okay, so I can't do anything with the fire anyway. Also, this side, this is pretty cold in here too. So let's go into light and heat. And I think we'll take and do an electric heater for now, just to try to keep this place a little bit warmer. I don't think it's going to be powered though. That's the problem. I don't see that white line that's spawning, you know, from like showing me that it'll be connected. I'm wondering if it doesn't need to be... Is it just connecting to the building? Is that all it is? Maybe that's how that works, as long as it's connected to the building. I think it is. No, maybe not. See that white line that's appearing right here? That means it's getting connected, right? It's connected, and then for some reason it's not here. Maybe because it's outside. I really don't know. So, I think this is what it is. Okay, so this is considered under roof, so it's indoors, but under roof. This is considered outdoors, and because it's outdoors, it needs that separate connection. I think that's what it is. So I should be able to place a heater here, and that should keep, I think, the power on for that, and we should keep people warm with that. So we'll go ahead and do that, but I want to check in really quick on people who have these extra conditions. We have suppressed pneumonia. The disease is suppressed and no longer infectious. After 24 hours, it will require one last treatment course. Okay, good. So that's taken care of. Common cold can still infect people. Rita, still common cold. Okay, yep. So it seems like that's fine. One more treatment course should be enough. Okay. So if I can get this built, maybe if Jack can do it. As much as I want research for hay cloth, I think Talus... I really do think that we should focus our efforts on some other things. And I feel like we just really need... I need clothing to get everybody's clothing in order. I need to make sure everybody has weapons, etc. Talus is going to take a little break from research. Hay cloth is not really that urgent. This takes a day. This is... like 1 day left, I guess. Yeah. So I don't think we need that urgently. Synthetic armor could be a good thing, but we don't have a whole lot of synthetics anyway. Maybe leather armor would be a good thing to try to get. We can get more leather. I think maybe... What's cereal coffee? Oh, good stimulus for energy. I kind of like it. Maybe we put this in front instead. Let's get this done, and then we'll stop research. We'll just search for coffee first, and that'll be it. I think I want to tear the stove down and do an electric one. And now Rita has pneumonia. Mild case of pneumonia. Gets treated with antibiotics. All she has to do is take them. And I'm wondering where that's going to be. Rita, are you... They're awaiting treatment. Okay. Yeah. And then we have somebody else going... Talus is going to go heal Rita. He's going to run while doing so. Fantastic. So go get her antibiotics. And that will treat her condition. It's suppressed. Very good. No longer infectious. All right. So I think here's what I'm going to do. I want to build... Did we get the armchair? Yeah. Okay. So what I want to build is the... I think a heating stove. I got to get this place... I gotta get this place built, man. It's just taking forever. I really should not have done this brick. If I could go back and do this over again, I would not have done this back part brick. That being said, once it is built, it's gonna be fantastic. But until it's built, it sucks. Really bad sucks. So I should have made this stone. We don't really need a ton of insulation anyway. It's not like we have extreme conditions here. So I definitely should have done that. But as in the moment, as it is now, we're just gonna have to keep hammering away at bricks. And Talus, I think this is your chance. This is your time. We're gonna say that you are now doing handling and delivering. And that way we have somebody constantly managing these things. We just need that kind of stuff to happen. Jack now has pneumonia, and he's outside. I really need this fixed. I need to do something about this. Can I place... Some of the stuff is considered outdoors. There was a spot here that was considered outdoors, but it's just not allowing me to do it here. So it's gonna have to be one of those bigger stones, like a heating stove. Maybe we just need sticks. And then what we could do is, I guess, we get the heating stove can be right here. And then we just need to turn the beds. Maybe. Rita, come treat Jack. And then Talus, can we have you build this? It's just going to be in the middle of the room up here for a little while. Jack will get treated. And then what I want to do with your bed, buddy, is just kind of go like this. And then move this bed closer to the furnace like that. And then Lara's bed is going to move to be closer like that, so that everybody can be as close to this thing as possible. Let's have you move that. And then move... You're going to do the whole thing? Okay, good. So now everybody can be closer to the furnace. What's wrong with Talus? Oh, right. He's got the... Let somebody else do this. You don't need to do this, Jack. Wait, what am I missing for this? Sticks. All right, Laura, please go cut this down. Where are you? You're way over here. No, you cut this down instead. And then we're going to mark this for cutting and this one over here for cutting too. Let's have you get the sticks. Rita is going to treat Talus. And then, yeah. Jack, continue building the damn roof. Oh, because these are outside now. Ugh. This isn't working. I need to bring him back in, don't I? I think I need to bring him back in. We're going to abandon this idea. As much as I hate doing so, we're going to abandon this idea. Bring these beds back in. And we'll place this. It's going to be like Charlie Bucket's house now. And then we'll just go ahead and cancel this. We're not going to build it anymore. Let's move this bed to be... Yeah, like this is fine. Okay, so got a whole Charlie Bucket's house situation happening right here. Let's move this. Get all the beds moved back in where it's warm. It's just not time to move here yet. I'm going too quick, so bring you back until we can get this stupid roof built. Bake bricks. On. Come bake bricks. Everybody come bake bricks. Bricks is everything, right? Everything is revolves around bricks. Get it done. I probably should have like 16 of these furnaces. Unless there's a better furnace. I haven't actually checked that. Because this looks like the only furnace there is. Yeah, there's not like an electric one or anything. And I want this little heater. Yeah. Okay, well, that's just the way it is. Having a floodlight. Is there a reason for a floodlight, I wonder? Maybe out here if we're ever farming, but I think we pretty much just work during the day anyway. So perhaps not. I did make some weapons. So Han has a bow and arrow now. It's not great, but it's something. He's got a bow and arrow. He also has a spear, so he's actually, you know, a functional member of our defense crew now. We have no melee weapon on Talus, and I think that's the only one that doesn't have one. Yeah, so Talus is the only one that does not have a melee weapon. I'm still working on making more clothes. I did change out the t-shirt here. I need to change out the shoes. Lara's shirt's not doing too well. Jack's clothes is still tattered. So there's still a lot of work to be done. But for the most part, colony's going okay. I don't want to like jinx it, but we're doing okay. So everybody goes to sleep. People get pneumonia. Talus will go get the antibiotics. I need more shelving in here. It'll all work out. It's just a slower build because I'm so dead set on having this entire thing where they sleep be brick. I have no idea why I'm dead set on that. It really doesn't make any sense. I should have done the whole thing stone and should have made my exterior wall be brick instead. Is probably what I should have done. But that might have taken even longer. I don't know. There's a lot of wall here, and then the roof as well is expensive, so We might have been able to get, I don't know, maybe from like here to here with the bricks I've already spent. We still have to do a lot more. I think maybe just like a very tiny wall could be okay to have, like 1 made of sticks or something, but there's not a whole lot of defense there. So anyways, I think this video is going to be left here. I'm going to keep running it as best as I can, constantly working on the construction, working on getting more clothing, working on hopefully keeping them happy. That's been a little bit of a difficult thing to do, but at least nobody's really low. Han's actually fine, surprisingly, considering he has bigger entertainment requirements, but he also has this armchair pastime, so at least they can sit in their armchair. All right, I'm gonna let it go here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.